You remember this gear here, the input gear from the LT230 TDCI that just ripped the teeth off? Well, with a bit of chatting backwards and forwards to Dave Ashcroft, and thanks to one of the guys who commented in Australia, who said, and put a flea in my ear, said, oh, why don't you just put Disco 1 gears in? A lot stronger. So these have got, what, 36 teeth? And consequently, the helix angle is different, and because they've got more teeth, they run a lot quieter. I mean, you don't buy a Land Rover for quietness, do you? I mean, I've never really had much of a thought about Land Rover transfer case noise. I've always been more concerned about the heat generated. But anyway, Dave's put us in touch, put me right on which part numbers we should have for this conversion. Now, I did find a Disco 2 box out in Oshawa, near Toronto. It's a bit far away, but the price was right. But I might just buy it just for parts, because we were really stuck for bits and pieces. It's been partially stripped, so it's not a full one, but any bits. He said the gears are good inside, but I don't know, maybe. You see, one of the problems is, I don't know what's caused that. And I have no idea what's caused it. And do I want to spend, or customers spend, a lot of money buying parts for that, only to have it happen in the future? It's just like a time bomb, isn't it? So by putting the better gears in, the stronger gears, we can sort of really guarantee that that's going to be pretty darn good. But what caused it, I have no idea. But we're on the right track. Hold on, there's more. Well, I've just bought myself another car. I'm not going to say new car, but I've got another car. I've got myself a 2009 Ford Focus. Now, I didn't want it, but the price was right. And it had a full set of winter tyres on it, which is great. Why did I buy it? Well, Jim originally wanted to buy it, and the guy came down and showed us it, and I just had a quick briefly look around, and I said, whoa, this is not the car for you, Jim, because the front sills or the front rockers have gone, despite it having rust proofing, which was Zybart, which is a waste of time opening the can or whatever they put it on with. So it's not in tip-top shape underneath, but it's salvageable. You know, get it now. The floor pan hasn't gone. It's just those sills are made out of, rockers are made out of 3 sections, because the sill's really important piece of kit. There's an inner, middle, and an outer sill, and the outer's gone, but I can see the middle's still pretty strong. So we can weld it. We can weld it up. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. And we got to do a transfer on that just after the holidays, because being it was in his father's name, and he's died, he's got power of attorney to sell that car and transfer it to me. So we've got to do it at the office of the SAQ to do the transfer. So I'm in no great rush. Yeah, the old Yaris there has got some serious metalworm around the rear suspension, and that always sort of leads to tears before bedtime when it falls off unexpectedly. I've looked at it and I thought, shall I weld it up, but it's just too rusty. Again, it's been rust proofed by that famous company that all they do is just go spray like this. They don't do sort of in the cavities of the chassis. They'll do the doors. Oh yeah, they'll inject the doors, but they don't bother in the structural parts underneath. They just spray over the top. So that's going to be an interesting project. I can do it pretty cheap, but for $500, I mean, it was worth it for the bloody tyres. So anyway, we'll see what that's going to bring. Could be a bit of fun, a bit of body work. I haven't done a bit of body work for a long time. Anyway, but like I say, if I can fix it up and use it for a little while, it'll put me in a good stead to try and look for something else. I really don't like cars with boots on or trunks. I don't like them, but beggars can't be choosers. So that's it. New jam jar.